Hey, welcome back! Now that we've wrapped up revisiting last year's wishlist, it's time for the part I've been most excited to share, and that's my luxury wishlist for 2025. This year, my focus is on understated, beautifully crafted pieces. Think quiet luxury, timeless staples, and high-quality materials. I'm drawn to items with minimal logos, strong craftsmanship, and that special touch that makes them truly feel luxurious. I can't wait to hear what you think of my picks. So whether you're looking for ideas for your own wish list or just love exploring the world of luxury fashion, let's dive right into my 2025 must-haves. So if you watched part 1 of this video, you know I mentioned a few pieces that I'm carrying forward into this year's wish list. Let's go ahead and cover those first. First up on my 2025 luxury goods wish list is a handbag that's been on my mind for some time, and that's Bottega Veneta's small Andiamo bag in a stunning fondant shade. And funnily enough, Pantone colour of the year is Mocha, which, if you've seen it, is this chocolatey brown colour that looks just as indulgent as it sounds. It feels quite fitting, although, of course, I don't let Pantone dictate my luxury purchases. That said, the fondant shade from Bottega is exactly what I've been looking for. It's a deep, elegant chocolate brown that I know will transition beautifully from day to night, offering that perfect mix of sophistication and versatility. I can see myself dressing it up with tailored looks or keeping it casual with relaxed, neutral outfits. Since its release, there have been several iterations of the Andiamo, some of which have been quite interesting, but personally, I find myself drawn to the classic monochromatic version in the fondant brown. It's timeless, understated, and aligns perfectly with my personal style. The first time I saw this piece, I knew this was the one, the piece that would introduce me to Bottega Veneta, a brand I've yet to purchase from. There was actually a moment last year when I almost bought it, but as many of you have noticed, the brand had 2 price increases within just 6 months. That added around £400 to the original price that I had in mind, and just like that, my window of opportunity closed. Despite that, my feelings for this handbag haven't changed. Even with those price hikes, every time I've tried it on, I felt that same excitement and joy, which to me is a strong sign that it's a serious contender for my next luxury purchase. So now I'm thinking about timing. If there's an opportunity to purchase it with a tax refund, perhaps while traveling, then I might just bite the bullet. One thing that has made me even more interested in this bag is Bottega's warranty policy. Apparently, the small Andiamo is covered under their lifetime warranty, which is quite rare for designer handbags. If this means I'd have long-term support for any repairs or maintenance, then that makes the investment even more worthwhile. It's something I plan to scrutinize on my next store visit, so stay tuned. I'll report back with what I find. I also think it's worth noting that despite being around for a little while, the Andiamo hasn't lost its appeal. It's still highly sought after and remains a staple among luxury handbag lovers. And as someone who appreciates quiet luxury, I feel like this bag would fit seamlessly into my evolving style. So what do you think? Is the Andiamo still as desirable as when it first launched, or do you think this hype is starting to fade? Would you invest in a designer bag if it came with a lifetime warranty? I would love to hear your thoughts. The other brand I'm bringing over from last year into this year's wishlist is Ateliers Auguste, a quiet luxury brand from Paris that's been on my radar. And this year, I'm adding the mini Monceau bag into my luxury goods wishlist, but with an exciting twist. If you've been following their Instagram stories, you might have caught a sneak peek of what looks like a major upcoming launch. Based on the little glimpses they've shared, it seems like more silver hardware is finally coming to the handbag collection. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at this clip that I came across. If you watch closely, you'll notice brand new colours, different textures, and patterns being teased, and honestly, it looks incredible. What really caught my attention was a snapshot of what appears to be their Monceau handbag with silver hardware, and it looks absolutely stunning. It's hard to tell whether this is for the regular Monceau or the mini, but from what I can see, they're preparing to launch a cool tone white version in what could be in smooth leather. This is exactly what I've been searching for. Throughout last year, I was on the hunt for my first white handbag, but everything I came across leaned towards warm tone creams, which just isn't my style. This, however, could be the one, a piece that finally fills that gap in my luxury collection. Until they officially announce it and release proper images, I'm keeping a placeholder on my wish list for this brand. If you remember, I originally had my eye on the Mini Monceau in a tan box leather, and there were several times I almost went through with the purchase, especially during their sales. But in the end, I bought my T-lock clutch from Totem, which perfectly filled that tan handbag gap I had in my luxury goods collection. That's probably why Mini Monceau slipped off my radar for a bit. However, with these new launches on the horizon, I want to be there to get my hands on whatever Ateliers Auguste is preparing to release. Another reason I'm drawn to the Mini Monceau is that it's an excellent alternative to the Celine box bag. It has that same structured, boxy shape, making it perfect for both shoulder and crossbody wear. If you're looking for something in that minimalist, refined aesthetic, this is a fantastic option from Ateliers Auguste at a more accessible price point. But for me, the most appealing detail is the hardware. From everything I've seen, Ateliers Auguste does hardware exceptionally well. It looks high quality, well crafted, and luxurious, which is something I've learned to prioritize in my purchases. As much as I value great leather and craftsmanship, the hardware plays such a huge role in how a bag feels, wears, and ultimately elevates an outfit. Over the past year, I've kept a close eye on the brand, and the more I learn, the more I feel like their design philosophy aligns with my tastes. Structured silhouettes, timeless elegance, and an emphasis on quality and craftsmanship. I honestly can't wait to see what they officially announce. Whatever it is, I have a feeling it's going to be so exciting. But what do you think? What are your thoughts on silver versus gold hardware? Do you have a strong preference or do you switch between the two? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's talk about Strathberry next, a brand I had on my wish list last year and one I'm bringing back for 2025. I have a feeling this brand has some exciting launches ahead and I want to keep an eye on what they're releasing in the coming months. Last year I was interested in the Nano Mosaic handbag in vanilla. This time my attention has shifted to the Charlotte drawstring handbag in black. Does anyone else think this bag has serious Loewe mini flamenco vibes? Because I definitely do and I love it. I had actually been eyeing the mini flamenco in black for quite a while and there were a few times when I almost made the purchase. But to keep a long story short, the timing just wasn't right and it became clear that the flamenco wasn't meant to be. That's where the Charlotte bag from Strathberry comes in. I think this could be a strong alternative to the Loewe mini flamenco. It's a piece you can wear crossbody, on your shoulder and even as a clutch. What excites me the most is that both bags are made from Napa leather, which if you know, you know. Napa leather is incredibly soft, buttery, and melts in your hands. It's one of those materials that just feels like luxury. Based on the images I've seen, I suspect the Charlotte handbag has that same squishy, supple texture, and I can't wait to see it in person. Strathberry has recently opened a store in Covent Garden in central London, and I'm really looking forward to visiting soon and checking out their pieces in person, especially the Charlotte handbag. Recently, they've also been releasing new colours, experimenting with textures and finishes, and even playing around with hybrid designs, which I think is such an interesting approach. And speaking of exciting releases, they're bringing back more silver hardware, which I'm so here for. With all of these launches, it was so hard not to add the East-West mini bag in bottle green or their newest design, the Arc Shell handbag in black, to my list as well. I mean, how cool is the Arc Shell handbag? It's such a unique shape, and so far a standout from what I've seen from other brands lately. Honestly, I feel like Strathberry is just getting started and I'm really optimistic and excited about what they have planned for the year ahead. I'd love to finally add one of their pieces to my collection in 2025, so let's see if this is the year I finally get my hands on one. What do you think of Strathberry? Do you have any of their bags, or are you considering one for your own collection? Tell me all about it down in the comments below. Now, let's move on to my wish list with new exciting pieces that's fresh for 2025. I'm starting off strong with the first item on my luxury goods wish list, and it's the only accessory I've put down. This year, it's none other than the ultimate house of luxury, and that's Hermes. I've had my eye on their jewelry and leather accessories as of recently, and many people look to Hermes's lifestyle pieces, jewelry, and accessories as an entry point into the brand, and I completely understand why. It's an approachable way to own a piece of Hermes's craftsmanship. Of course, it could be one of the many steps towards gaining their highly coveted handbags. but let's not jump into that and save those mentions for another time. And if you're going to start somewhere, why not start with something you'll actually get regular use out of? For me, that piece is the Kelly 18 belt. Specifically, I'm drawn to the gold version that's basically a tan colour with a silver toned palladium lock at the front. Though I've also been considering the one with the black and gold hardware. While the black and gold combination has an undeniable elegance, especially for evening wear, I feel the tan with the silver may offer a bit more versatility for my wardrobe. Knowing my personal style, I tend to reach for silver more often, so I suspect that would be the better long-term choice for me. I've already had the chance to visit an Hermes boutique and try this belt on, and I was immediately struck by how effortlessly it elevated my outfit. The understated elegance of the Kelly line is exactly what I admire. It's refined, classic, and quietly sophisticated. One of the standout features of this belt is its adjustable strap, meaning it's a one-size-fits-all design. This allows for versatility, whether you want to wear it high-waisted or at the hips, adjusting it seamlessly for different outfits. The mechanism on the front itself is quite special. You bring the ends together and twist the Kelly-style lock to secure it in place. At just under 2 centimeters in width, it's a delicate, subtle piece that I know will complement my petite frame well. According to Hermes's website, the belt adjusts between 60 to 100 centimeters, giving ample flexibility to style it in multiple ways. The other cool thing about this belt is that Hermes offers small leather goods with sewed-in belt loops, allowing you to customize your look by pairing the belts with complementary pieces. This means you can mix and match different accessories to create a personalized ensemble, making the Kelly belt an even more versatile piece. I think this could also be why the Kelly belt could be a great piece to start off with if you're looking to get started or build your Hermes collection. It essentially offers that option to customize and expand by pairing it with other accessories while keeping that option for future additions that enhance the belt. If you've been following my luxury purchases, you'll know that last year I invested in a few designer belts from brands like Loewe, Saint Laurent, and Isabel Marant. And honestly, those purchases reaffirmed just how much of an impact a well-crafted belt can have on an outfit. They effortlessly pull a look together, elevate even the simplest pieces, and add that refined touch that makes such a difference. That said, Hermes's accessories come at a much steeper price point, and the Kelly belt is nearly 3 times the price of some of the designer belts I mentioned earlier. That alone makes it a considered purchase rather than an impulse buy. So, will I take the plunge this year and finally add the Kelly belt to my collection? Time will only tell. I'm keeping it on my radar, and we'll see where the year takes me. That wraps up my thoughts on the Hermes Kelly belt. Now let's shift to another brand that offers a different take on luxury. Unlike Hermes, Coach is much more accessible while maintaining a strong reputation for quality leather at a fair price. Several pieces from Coach caught my attention, including the Tabby line, the Empire bag, and the Swing Zip bag. However, after some deliberation, the Brooklyn Shoulder Bag 28 in maple with brass hardware stood out as the clear winner for me. Over the past year, Coach has been experiencing a real surge in popularity, and now I understand why. The Brooklyn Shoulder Bag in particular has reignited my interest in the brand. Everything about its design aligns with my tastes and preferences. I gravitate towards minimalism, simple yet well-crafted pieces, and these days tend to shy away from repeat monogram patterns, coated canvas styles, and prominent logo hardware. The Brooklyn Shoulder Bag's understated logo-free aesthetic is exactly what I appreciate. I love its hobo-style silhouette, which manages to be both polished and effortlessly casual, perfect for everyday wear. It represents a stark contrast to the monogram-heavy designs we usually associate with Coach. Another aspect I appreciate is the updated font and style of the Coach logo on this bag. It looks modern, fresh, and signals an exciting shift in the brand's direction. If Coach continues with this aesthetic, I could see myself becoming a loyal customer. Overall, I love the direction the brand is heading in, bringing its focus back to high-quality leather while moving away from coated canvas designs. It's also great to see them embracing a more refined and understated aesthetic as well. You only need to look at the Tabby line and newer releases like the Empire bag to see how Coach is stepping up its game, and the Brooklyn Shoulder Bag is no exception. I would love to see Coach introduce more minimalistic, logo-free handbags like the Rogue Top Handle and the Swing Zip bag. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about the leather goods, and I'm eager to see if they live up to the hype. To those who own Coach handbags, what has your experience been like with their quality and craftsmanship? Are there any particular styles you think I should check out? Do you think the brand is also making the right moves by leaning into more refined, logoless designs? Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. Continuing with alternative luxury brands then, Dragon Diffusion has also caught my attention, particularly the Santa Crochet bag in small in a stunning forest green colour. This bag immediately stood out to me. The variety of colours available from grey, dark brown, tan are all beautiful, but I wanted something different, and that's why I settled on the deep forest green. The dyed patina leather creates such an interesting texture, adding depth and richness to the colour. I've been searching for a dark green handbag to add to my collection, and aside from white, this is the shade I've been most drawn to lately. I also see this bag as a perfect summer piece, a chic, effortless option for warm weather styling. What I admire most about Dragon Diffusion is the handcrafted nature of their bags. Each piece is genuinely unique, avoiding the mass-produced look we often see in mainstream luxury brands. The woven leather technique used by Dragon Diffusion reminds me so much of Bottega Veneta, but at a much more accessible price point. If you love the aesthetic of Bottega, but you don't want to splurge, Dragon Diffusion offers an excellent alternative. Another aspect I appreciate is the brand's commitment to sustainability. Their production model is demand-based, with dispatch times of 12 to 14 weeks, avoiding unnecessary mass production in an already oversaturated market. Thankfully, Dragon Diffusion is stocked in UK retailers like Selfridges and Liberty, meaning I can easily see and try the bag on in person. I have a strong feeling that this brand's popularity will continue to grow, and I'm excited to see what new designs they introduce in the coming months. So many cool, exciting and bright colour options, right? You've got to love the variety of colours on offer. I mean, the classic colours look gorgeous, but for me, the real question is, how bold do I want to go? Let's see if I stick with green or change my mind with a different colour. Of course, I'll keep you all posted. Next on my wish list is RSVP Paris, an independent luxury brand from France that is making waves in the alternative luxury space. For 2025, I have my eye on a Munchkin bag in a smooth black leather. RSVP is one of those niche brands that excel in crafting exceptional handbags, focusing on the highest quality leather and sleek, timeless designs. What draws me to the Munchkin bag is its structured silhouette. I love the boxy shape and the versatility of wearing it as either a top handle bag or with a shoulder strap. It's the perfect size for my essentials, including things like my phone, card holder, house keys and hand sanitizer, plus a few extras. If you're new to my channel, one thing to know about me is my preference for mini and small bags, so this piece fits right into my collection. A distinctive feature of this bag is the two round buttons on the front, which the brand fondly calls golden eyes. It's pretty much a face-like design that adds a touch of personality. It's playful yet refined detail, reminiscent of the brands like Moschino and Anya Hindmarch. Another unique aspect of RSVP is that each bag comes with an individually numbered stamp, marking its production batch, adding an artisan's personal touch. These small details make a difference to me when searching for pieces that feel truly special. RSVP also places a strong emphasis on sustainability, releasing collections in limited batches. This approach allows for seasonal variations in colours, finishes and textures, keeping things fresh and exciting while remaining mindful of production impact. I also love that RSVP is starting to incorporate silver hardware into their designs. I'm hoping to see more of that across their handbag lines. But overall, I can't wait to see what the brand has in store for 2025. If they continue down this path, I suspect they'll keep surprising us with innovative takes on luxury accessories. Looking ahead, I think RSVP Paris is going to be a brand to watch out for this year. Something tells me they have the potential to become a cult favourite among those looking for exclusivity and that subtle form of luxury. I totally understand the attraction to this brand, and it wouldn't surprise me if they end up growing quickly to become one of the strong contenders in the alternative luxury space. Okay, now let's talk about Sezane, specifically the cloth bag in burgundy. I've been meaning to add a burgundy handbag to my collection as I currently don't own one in this shade. Since I tend to wear a lot of neutral tones like grey and earth tones, burgundy would be a beautiful accent colour to complement my outfits. In this case, the cloth bag seems like the perfect contender to fill that gap. I've had my eye on Sezane for some time now, and I'm intrigued by their balance of fair pricing and quality craftsmanship. They don't seem to have drastically increased their price point over the years, and that's something I do weigh up in my decision making with purchases. They're also another brand that offers seasonal pieces and colours throughout the year, which I look forward to keeping an eye out for. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I recently purchased several belts from them, including the patent black croc Fine Artemis belt and the brown croc Livy belt. The quality of those pieces impressed me, which is why I've kept this brand on my radar. I really appreciate the French elegance that Sezane brings to their designs, which is evident across their fashion and handbag collections. Over the past year, their handbag offerings have expanded, with crocodile embossed styles taking centre stage right now. That brings me back to the Claude bag, which I feel ticks all the right boxes for me. In terms of design, I really like the shape and structure of this bag. Compared to other brands offering a similar style, I feel this could be an investment-worthy piece. Since this is a coloured bag, I think a mid-range brand like Sezane is a great place to start before committing to a luxury piece at a high price point. According to the brand, the Claude handbag offers a lot of space and compartments, which is a huge plus for me from an organisational perspective. Another detail I love is that Sezane offers complimentary monogramming, which adds a lovely personal touch. The bag is supposed to be 100% smooth cowhide leather, and from the images it has a beautiful glossy finish that makes it look incredibly chic. However, smooth leather can be prone to scratches, so that's something I'll need to check out in person. In the next few months, I'd love to visit one of Sezane's stores in central London. It's always fun to experience a brand in person and get a feel for their products. I also want to see firsthand if the quality of their leather handbags truly reflects the brand's promise of balancing quality with affordability. I have a feeling that as we transition into summer, Sezane will introduce more exciting colours, finishes and textures in their handbag line, so I'll definitely be keeping an eye out. Hopefully I'll visit their store soon and let you all know whether the Claude bag officially joins my collection. No luxury wish list of mine would be complete without something from Loewe. The brand continues to stand out with its understated yet impeccably crafted handbags, which is why it remains a personal favourite. This year, my top pick is the mini pebble bucket bag. I'll do my best to explain why, because lately I've been a little bit obsessed with this piece. I had the chance to see it in person, try it on and hold it in my hands. Surprisingly, I didn't feel an instant connection. However, the more I saw it, the more I appreciated its appeal. What draws me in the most is its simplicity. The statement pebble detail is a standout feature, adding a subtle but distinct charm. I love its relaxed nature. It looks equally stunning as a handheld piece or a worn crossbody. I can already picture it elevating my outfits, whether for an evening out or a smart casual daytime look. Another reason this bag has piqued my interest is that I don't own a bucket bag in my collection. It might not seem like much, but that's exactly why I find it so intriguing, because there's a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Colour-wise, the classic black with gold hardware is stunning, as is the burgundy. I also admire the pebble detail in silver, which contrasts beautifully against the grained black calf skin. For now, I'm leaning towards a smooth black leather with gold hardware. My plan this year is to revisit it at a Loewe store in the coming months and see if my attraction to it grows before making a final decision. What do you think of the colours for the mini pebble bucket bag? Let me know which colour you think I should go for and the colour of the hardware. Also, if you own any designer bucket bags, tell me how you found the style in terms of practicality and versatility by leaving comments down below. Last but not least, I have Mulberry on my luxury goods wish list. As a UK brand, Mulberry has long been synonymous with high quality leather craftsmanship, rivaling the likes of Loewe and Bottega Veneta in terms of attention to detail. What's particularly interesting about Mulberry this year is their decision to maintain an accessible price point for their handbags, a move I find incredibly smart. In recent years, the brand seemed to have lost its appeal as competitors emerged, offering fresh designs at similar price points. Many customers, myself included, found themselves drawn to other brands that provided equal, if not greater value. However, with this pricing strategy, Mulberry is positioning itself as a brand worth rediscovering. This year, the bag that has piqued my interest is the small soft Bayswater in ebony nubuck. If you remember, the Bayswater was once a must-have bag in the early 2000s, often ranking in top 10 handbag lists along the likes of Fendi Baguette, and Balenciaga City bag. It was beloved for its structured, timeless silhouette, making it a staple in many collections during the Y2K era. However, as handbag trends evolved, the classic Bayswater slowly faded from the spotlight. I'm thrilled to see Mulberry reimagine the Bayswater in a more modern and versatile way with this new soft, relaxed version. Unlike the original, which featured the iconic Postman's lock, this updated version removes the hardware details, giving it a sleeker, more contemporary aesthetic that I personally prefer. The long top handle adds another updated touch, and I adore the tassel detail on the sides, which allows you to adjust the shape, tightening them for a structured boxy look or leaving them loose for a winged out effect. I had a chance to see this bag in person while at Heathrow's Airport Terminal 5, where Mulberry has a boutique and a luxury shopping area. Unfortunately, I didn't take any photos as I felt a bit camera shy with a sales associate nearby. However, my first impressions were highly positive. The leather felt incredibly soft and supple, which is exactly what I love in high quality leather handbags. It immediately reminded me of Loewe's leather quality. The ebony nubuck colour is simply stunning. I also appreciated that the lining of the interior pockets matched the exterior nubuck leather with additional micro sway lining inside. The open compartment makes it highly functional and a spacious everyday bag, which is always a plus. Overall, I love how Mulberry is embracing a more contemporary approach while staying true to its heritage of craftsmanship. The small soft Bayswater feels like a fresh take on an iconic design and understated luxury. It's a bag that blends nostalgia with modern day wearability, and a piece that I'll definitely be keeping an eye on to see if my interest continues to grow. I also have to say, I really appreciate that Mulberry is keeping its price points reasonable while maintaining its commitment to quality. In a time when luxury handbag prices seem to be skyrocketing, I'd love to see more brands following suit and offering pieces that feel like a true investment without an excessive markup. But what do you think about this reimagined Bayswater? Do you prefer the structured original or the softer, more relaxed version? And if you're able to add a Mulberry bag to a collection, which one would it be? Let me know in the comments. And that wraps up my current luxury wish list. It's always exciting to discover new pieces and revisit brands that continue to impress me. Whether I end up adding these pieces to my collection or not, I love the process of exploring worthwhile investment pieces and refining my style. Essentially, luxury shopping is all about finding pieces that truly resonate with you, and I'm in no rush. I'll take my time to see which one of these items really stick with me over the next few months. But I can't wait to visit stores, try some of these pieces in person, and see if they live up to my expectations. In the meantime, are there any pieces you've been eyeing for a while? Are there any underrated luxury brands or pieces that you think deserve more attention? If you enjoyed this video and love talking about luxury accessories, handbags, and investment-worthy purchases, don't forget to subscribe. Before you go, click that like button if you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments what's on your luxury wish list. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.